You think you know Jude Bellingham's story, the prodigy, the superstar, the kid who left Birmingham at 16 and somehow ended up ruling Europe before his 22nd birthday. But what if I told you there's a chapter coming that no one expected? A chapter that takes him right back to where everything began. Because behind the glamour of Madrid, behind the trophies, the goals, the spotlight, there's a whisper growing louder. A whisper about home, about unfinished business, and about one question nobody ever thought we'd seriously ask. Could Jude Bellingham actually return to Birmingham City? Before you say impossible, listen carefully. Because someone who knows Birmingham from the inside, someone who watched Jude's rise up close, has revealed exactly when this emotional comeback could happen. And the answer? It's not as far-fetched as you think. Let's go back for a moment, because to understand the future, you have to understand the kid who walked away from St. Andrews as a teenager. When Jude debuted at 16, he wasn't just talented, he was bigger than the league, bigger than the club could realistically contain. The number 22 shirt retired for him, not because of what he did, but because of what everyone knew he would become. He left, shattering championship expectations and landing in Dortmund. 3 years later, Madrid came calling. 100 million euros, a La Liga title, a Champions League medal, a Ballon d'Or conversation before he could legally rent a car in some countries. This isn't a normal career, this is a comet. So when could a comet ever decide to fall back to Earth? Back to Birmingham? Well, according to former Blues striker Clinton Morrison, a man who's seen the club's highest hopes and lowest heartbreaks, it's not a fantasy. It's not some nostalgic story for fans to hold on to. In his words, it's something that could absolutely happen. Just not yet. Because right now, Jude is living the dream of every kid who's ever kicked a football. Real Madrid, the Bernabeu, a long-term deal until 2029, a global brand, a superstar status that even the Premier League can't compete with. So no, the return isn't happening at 22 or 23 or any time while he's climbing the peak of world football, but the magic of the story lies somewhere else. Morrison believes the return becomes real once Jude hits his 30s. Not when he's old, not when he's washed, but when he's experienced enough, accomplished enough, and grounded enough to crave something that money and medals can't give. Home. The place that shaped him. The club that raised him. The fans who saw greatness before the world did. But here's the twist nobody talks about. For this return to be possible, Birmingham themselves have to rise. They can't be a mid-table championship club waiting for a miracle. They need to be back in the Premier League, stable, ambitious, capable of supporting a player who will forever be bigger than most clubs he walks into. And funny enough, that future might be closer than you think. The American owners, Tom Brady, the investment, the wages, the aggressive spending, the new stadium project, yes, a 60,000-seat giant in the heart of the city. Birmingham isn't dreaming small. They're planning their comeback, and they're planning it loudly. This summer, expect another financial push. Next season, they'll be favorites for promotion. And once they get there, the entire club changes orbit. That's when the pieces line up. That's when the fairy tale becomes a plan. That's when Jude Bellingham might finally say, it's time. Because think about it. Every legendary career has that closing chapter. Gerrard never got his. Rooney almost did. Lampard too. Footballers don't forget where they came from, especially ones raised by a city that adored them before the world even knew their name. And Jude, he's built different. He's emotional. He's connected. He's loyal. He carries Birmingham with him everywhere he goes, even in Madrid white. So the question isn't, will he return? The question is, what will Birmingham become before he gets there? Because if the club rises, the door will always be open. And if you want to know whether Jude himself will walk through it, whether the boy who became a Galactico will return as a legend, then stay locked in. This story isn't finished. In fact, the best part might be still to come. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dive stories about the biggest names in football, the hidden truths behind transfers, and the moments that shape careers, make sure you stick around, hit that follow, and don't miss what's coming next.